Okay, what's our next project? This is a Ginkgo biloba, I believe, and it's in need of pruning. Dormant season, we shape it, right? And then as it comes out, it's had its rest, so it comes out very vigorous. That's what all these long things are. So we just cut them back to maybe a couple of leaves at the base, like that. And we don't actually do too much at this point. I've tried different methods to make the leaves smaller, and it turns out the simplest way, if you want these leaves to get smaller, just cut off the big ones. Don't pluck them, cut them off. And that seems to do the trick. Well, what I also found is if you want this sense of proportion, make the tree bigger. That's why these are quite big, but the size of the leaf and all that stays proportional. Well, I think the best time to enjoy your ginkgo, if you have a really nice one, during the winter when you could see the actual shape. This time of the year, it's kind of pretty, but the really great time is in the fall when these turn yellow. And then for now, I'm just going to do something like that. See, you actually can't see the trunk that well. But if you prune it too heavy, you don't have all this foliage in the fall. So think about when you want to enjoy the most. If you want to see the trunk, go ahead and prune it heavier. But I'm kind of gearing up for the fall. It's spectacular. So you can start to see some of the trunks. But basically, I just take care of the really vigorous growth and just let it go with that. I say don't pluck. Well, we don't care if this part comes back or not, so I'm plucking it. Some of my heavy is very commercial. So I just follow my advice and just do it like I tell you, and you don't necessarily have to follow what I do. I wonder if this is the front. I think this is the front. See, it does have a really nice shape. Okay, this one doesn't have a massive root flare in the base. And then it goes up. As you can see the glimpses, there's movement and great taper. I think we've already seen this one when it didn't have foliage. But anyway, this was a very, very quick chapter because not much else to do. So I'm gonna go put it back. It seemed like I lied. I just plucked off a few more leaves so you could see the massive trunk this thing has. Well, at least a base. See how thick that is? And then it does go up. And it has a very nice movement and taper. So anyway, this has been the ginkgo. Today is smack in the middle of May. And we got the heat coming, so I'll leave most of this to cover the trunk, and we'll try to enjoy it in the fall. I think ginkgos are best in the fall when it turns yellow. I mean, it's one of the most consistent coloring. Maples are okay if they color up nicely, but you can't beat the ginkgo. Okay, so anyway, This has been a real short chapter, but this is Hero saying goodbye. I'll see you again real soon in another chapter. So this was the ginkgo. It's probably 40 plus years old now.